here on the ACC Network Extra. We are into the consolation finals.
Mueller right in. He's got to make sure to fight this into a double leg. Really nice finishes there by Mueller. I think he's well aware that. I think he's obviously very well aware that Bentley can do the splits and likes to play that defense from a single leg. Hopping right into a really deep power half. That might convert.
So Mueller with the 2 in the consolation finals. This is for third place, and this is significant, Tim, because there are 3 automatic spots at 125. So this would get you a spot at the NCAA tournament, the winner of this bout. Well, you see him really stretching Bentley. Mueller in a position to turn LJ Bentley, and he will roll him over.
Yeah. I think Coach Garland wants to see some bonus points. They're locked in a pretty tight battle with North Carolina and Pittsburgh for that third place.
And that last exchange left Bentley a little bit wounded.
A little bit shook.
So Bentley's going to take a few extra seconds to walk around, shake out that right shoulder.
Keegan Mueller's brother. Did you know that?
Virginia?
Did you know this was Keegan Mueller's brother? Man, you got a crack research team. That's what you got.
I bring one tidbit a year for you, Tim.
I know, I tell you what. My mind is... Mueller's back in on that very high, very nice power half. He almost wants to release his other side leg if he can. Give himself a little bit more room to operate.
Mueller from Dallas, Texas, Trinity Christian Academy. He spent a lot of time, more than a decade, when you add up the years training with Kendall Cross. Cross captured an NCAA title at Oklahoma State in the late 80s, plus he won an Olympic gold in Atlanta 7 years later. Cross was the one who, I believe, originally approached Steve Garland about Jack Mueller and piqued Garland's interests. Mueller was considering other programs, Michigan, North Carolina, Stanford, Lehigh, Northwestern, some of the schools that were trying to court the talented Trinity Christian Academy product. But in the end, Garland was able to land them, and it's part of a real talented freshman class for Virginia.
I think Mueller and Garland are both disappointed in his not making the ACC finals this year. But, for a freshman, he's got a lot of composure. He's been able to win big matches throughout the year. So we'll see if, maybe this will be the kind of learning lesson he wants for the NCAA championships.
Potentially dangerous. Mueller is just banging away in that shoulder area for Bentley. He said that bent awkward a couple of times. Real painful 6-0, 8-0 setback here for LJ Bentley. Not just on the scoreboard, but he is taking a beating.
Yeah, he's not liking
for Mueller. Bentley's a tough customer, though. He's got NCAA qualifying experience. He was a qualifier last year, so he's going to keep coming at you.
Oh, Bentley with the, Mueller with the suck back, right back to it, looking to get some extra back points out of the situation. Pretty close. It's creative top work there by Mueller.
First period will come to an end, and it was dominated by Jack Mueller. He will go into the second period leading 8-0. Standings updated through the consolation semis. NC State able to cut into that deficit a little bit. Virginia Tech still leading comfortably by 13. Look at the parity, though, 3 through 5, when you have North Carolina, Pittsburgh, and Virginia all separated by a mere 3 points.
That makes these matches pretty important.
Remember, heading into tonight's championship round, Virginia Tech has 7 finalists, North Carolina State 5.
Man, he really does go for it, doesn't he?
Been beating on that right shoulder of Bentley. You see the pain by L.J. Bentley is getting stretched again.
Yeah.
And Mueller very close to getting the count, and there it is.
Yeah, he connected it over. I mean, that is something else. He actually connected his hand all the way back over to Bentley's left arm, bottom arm. He was able to secure it.
4 more near fall points and a 12-0 lead by Jack Mueller. I'm sure Garland is disappointed with not being in the finals with Mueller, but on the other end of the stick, you look at how the youngster has rebounded and competed in this tournament when he could have folded the tents.
Of course. You know, I think he was probably more disappointed than anybody else. And for him to be able to bounce back like that was important.
4 more, and that's going to end it prematurely in the second period. Jack Mueller, I think, with a little momentum. Even though it's not an ACC championship, he's going to head to St. Louis with some momentum on his side.
Absolutely, yeah. It was a great win.
17-0 over L.J. Bentley from Pittsburgh. And you would think that Bentley's body of work should be good enough to get him an at-large bid. You would hope.
You would hope so.